Last June, I received the invitation, of an artist from Lausanne that invite me to see a lithograph printmaker, and to know if I can have some idea to make some prints. And I was really interested in this technique. So after an entire afternoon, I end up with no idea for a print, but I took all the interest for the material itself. I was really interested in a kind of American art that was linked to a kind of humanism. I thought that it was really the opportunity for me to learn more about this part of history of America, and also to learn more about what art can do in this field of the social political level in a way. I decided to make a link between these two elements, like first the material and second the collection. The thing that fascinates me is how a stone can have full of possibilities to represent something. So a stone it can be just a stone, like for building a house, to build a way in the street, or to do sculpture. And in this case, this stone was used to make possible to share images in several editions to allow the distribution of an image. This stone in particular come from very rare point in the world. The most well-known is in Bavaria. So each stone is already vintage. You can use new stone, but most of the stone are really already used. So after the use, you erased, and you start again a new little print, and then you erase, and then you do again another one. A long time I was looking for some stones, so I had a lot of difficulties to find a big amount of stones. It's like a patrimony for printer. They cannot separate, leave away some stone because you can always use it. I was attached especially to a period of time of the collection, because the collection is based from the 30s to the 70s, and I was most interested from the 30s to the 50s, like maximum, and black and white lithograph, and only about social aspect of the American society. Finally, the selection ended with these 16 stones and these 16 prints. I decided only to have like a black monochrome made with print ink, like this special ink we use for print. It's very, it's like a gum. The only link that we can have with the collection is the title. This one is it's interesting in a way that the title in itself means night in the south. So it's full of possibilities of interpretation of the title. And when you see the black stone, you can imagine, okay, the night is really like super black, and that's it. But the title sounds very romantic in itself. But the original work is called also Southern Night by James Turnbull, and it represents a field by night with fire everywhere, and there is a group of people from the Ku Klux Klan trying to do a manhunt with two. I think it looked like a family that was hidden in the vegetation. So when you got the black stone called Southern Night and the original work called also Southern Night, you can see the distance and the difference between these two works. One is more, I think, mysterious in a way, and the other is very clear about what it's about. The way I construct exhibition in general, it's also how I can use the exhibition space as a landscape. So I'm trying to build a landscape with the artwork I choose to put on the space. And so this is what I do generally. So it was also the case for this exhibition. I say first with the stone and the kind of rhythm, musical rhythm of the stone. And the other thing was to construct like a desert landscape with the tumbleweed. My father was fascinated by Western, so I grew up with that. And I really have a good memory of this tumbleweed passes on during the scene. This is the freedom I can have, and also the power I can have. It's to give to a normal object the possibility to be an artwork, like a sculpture artwork. I also wanted to have the tumbleweeds more free, like they are in the nature. So I leave some of them all around the museum. So you can catch someone when you are walking to spaces, and you can see in some rooms, in some corridor, in some stairs, you can find the tumbleweeds in the museum. It was a way to parasite all the museum with this work.